Nick mentioned that he believes your compete has to be constant to compete with the teams in the league right now. You guys are not going to outskill them. Did you feel like over these past few games that it's kind of weaned off a little bit?
No, I don't. That's a good team we played tonight. A team that it keeps the game along the walls quite a bit. They do a lot of rimming of pucks, and then they battle. They won more battles, but it wasn't through lack of effort.
Talked a little bit about what Carolina does this morning, and you mentioned Emil Andre, Rodrigo, some guys that hadn't seen this team yet. Did you sense?
It's an eye opener. It just gives you an idea where we need to get to, and I don't think that's. I think there are teams that are better, but they are one of those teams that are always on their toes, and they just press. They're the best team in the league doing that.
Brought to you by Old City Sports Network and Robert Hanghold Construction. So let's get into that ad read there.
In the days of my youth, I was told what it means to be a man.
All right, if you guys are in the Delco region, the greater Philadelphia region, and you need your general contracting done, make sure you guys go to the best contractor in the area. It's Robert Hanghold Construction, 610-348-1066. Call the old man. Make sure you let him know that Jesse sent you. Before we start this bad boy, I want to give you a shout out here. That was almost bad.
Go to the other side.
Yeah. Give a shout out here to our boy Raleigh Edwards. For his first Flyers game ever versus the Lightning. Told his mom to give him a little shout out. Yeah, it's the only one of the week. So, I mean, yeah, like that. His first game ever. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, got to enjoy that, right? New person watching, Heather. So, nice. Well, nice. I'm trying to figure out some things here. It's being weird.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna go to here and
I was gonna say, does it actually?
yeah, let me go here and do it this way. But yeah, so let's get into some Flyers talk. Guys that are commenting, I'll be with you in a second. Sorry, having some technical difficulties, but let's get into some Flyers talk brought to you by Iron and Steel.
One might have believed it.
What's that? Yeah, right. Alley Talk's brought to you by Iron and Steel Threads. Go to www.ironandsteelthreads.com. Use promo code Old City 10. Sorry, for 10% off site wide, and a portion of the proceeds go to youth hockey. You can see why we love it here. You guys, our chat's not working right now, so I'm just gonna as it comes up on our screen on my phone, I'm just gonna have it pop up. Heather Edwards says, "Hey guys." John Jacob Smith says he's the worst. I don't know who that is. Probably Torts. Heather also says he's losing his mind right now. Thank you. You guys just made his day. Appreciate it, buddy.
Glad we could.
Yeah, glad we could. I don't appreciate it. I appreciate you going to Flyers and then winning because that's what happens.
I was gonna say, can you start going just a hair bit more often? Because I said
Yeah.
500 to start the season. I
Yeah.
still plan on sticking with it.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It's gonna be lower than that. But I got a guy at work that every
Give or-
time he goes, they lose.
Give or take a couple games under 500, it's still
Yeah.
close enough.
That's close enough. You're right.
Mind you, they're what, 5 now under 5?
Yeah. Can you handle the comments? I gotta look at this.
Yeah, I got you.
You see them? Well, whenever they come up,
Yeah, I got you.
I got the other thing going on. I'll try to click on it again. I don't know what the hell.
Let's see if it works.
No, it's not. It's not doing it. I don't know what's going on there.
John Jacob Smith's 500 equals Corey. Yeah, I said that from the
You
rookie
did?
game.
You did. You just said that. Yeah.
So
This actually works out better because
So
now I
20,
can-
so 22 weeks I've been saying 500, and I stick to it.
You've been on it. It's been on. I mean, you can't get that upset with it, but especially with that. But all right, so we gave Riley a shout out. Good on you, brother. I hope you have a. Hopefully, we go to more games. Yeah, like Corey said, go to more games, man. Maybe we'll figure that out somehow. I don't know. We'll send you some. I got some Flyers Alley stuff over there. We'll send them some Flyers Alley stuff. I do have 2 topics real quick before we get into the games. Actually, let's get into the games first because it's tough stuff. First game, the Sunday that we did do Flyers Alley, we had the Devils. We lost to them 3-1. It's the beginning of the treacherous, was it 1-6?
1-6.
1-6 homestand we had. All we had was Jamie Drysdale sniping and getting his 4th of the season, assisted by Tyson Forrester, Konechny, and that was Ivan Fedotov game. So,
yeah,
I don't know what else.
Not
I've been waiting to use that. So, you got anything on there?
a whole lot.
I got 7 comments on here, but
Yeah, we got one smart ass who I think may be our
our
troll.
guy. Yeah, cool.
Connor, sorry, buddy, but where are the Devils going either?
Yeah,
Markstrom's on the downslide too,
yeah.
ever since his injury. It's like I said to you last night, the whole with Drysdale and everything like that. It's the way too much inconsistency with him. It just bothers me.
Love that I could do that on Facebook. See you, buddy. That's just how it's gonna go from now on.
How'd you boot?
You're done. Yeah. See you, Bubba. Yeah, it's the Devils. I mean, it is what it is. They're still good. I mean, they got Jack Hughes that's hurt, but I mean, they played Jake Allen. They didn't even play Markstrom. So I mean, they kind of they're giving us something. Like, yeah, we'll see how this goes. Or we're not playing Markstrom to get him hurt. So yeah, we just didn't capitalize on that at all. I mean, is what it is. So that was the first loss of the week. The second one comes against the Senators, 5-2.
Everybody was all happy with yeah, Giroux, and I'm like,
Nah,
can we?
you gotta get over that shit.
How many years he actually been going here now? Is that 5 years? 4?
4, yeah. So
4 or 5, give or take. I don't actually know. Like how long can you?
3, 4, so 3,
I
4,
don't know.
yeah, something like that. Whatever. Not that I don't really care.
How many years can you still ride that? You know,
Well, yeah,
I guess
a couple people last week were saying how Drew didn't have anybody to play. Wade was all over it. Like Wade is not the guy either for Drew. I mean, it's what it is. I don't know.
going on, Brandon. How
Didn't
you
do
doing?
much. Brandon, what's going on, fella?
It's like I said, man. The horse needs to be. The horse needs to be put to pasture for that. I'm tired of hearing it.
It's an old story. It needs to be. Yeah, it needs to be. Like, what would he do? Yeah.
Well, I was arguing with the guy at work who's your favorite team, the Islanders. He's from there, so I don't really fault him for it. But
That's
I said,
another team.
Yeah,
Come on, dude. Like,
I said to him, he was like, "Yo, man," he was like, "Can you imagine if like Giroux played with Michkov?" I said he'd be worse.
yeah, I don't think. I don't know. I don't think there's a definite way, a definite answer to that.
Just to my opinion, I don't think so.
He's not really a game changer anywhere he's at. So he wasn't one in Florida, and he's not one in Ottawa. So And I know that there was that rumor saying that they were trying to package him. Well, it probably wasn't true. They were going to package him with Kachuk to come to Philly. And the reason that they would get rid of Kachuk would be not get rid of him. The reason that the way they would deal him, the only way is if they packaged Giroux with him. And I doubt that it was true, but it's just interesting how that's
what would Briere have to trade the Wells Fargo Center for it?
Well, then you notice that his $8 million a year. We can't do that. No shot. We're not getting back into that conversation. I do see here
Cap hit's gone.
Connor did say out. I know he is. I'm ready for them to get knocked out. I don't know. I think Hughes was a little banged up still from the Four Nations tournament. He was getting thrown around like a rag doll, dude.
He's out he had surgery or something last week, didn't he?
I'm not sure. I've been out of it a little bit.
I think Jack Hughes went out, and I think he had some kind of shoulder surgery. And then, speaking of shoulder surgeries or whatever, did I hear McAvoy got an infection in his shoulder?
Yeah. So he actually
from the surgery.
It wasn't even from the surgery. It was just it was a cut that happened before the Four Nations, and he played. And then when he was out, he went and got it checked out because it hurt and it was infected, and then they had to address it then.
So like MRSA or something?
Just an infection. Huh? They didn't get too far into it. So
that sucks. They're not going in.
Very
Boston's not going anywhere anyway either.
No. But anyway, so that's we lose to the Devils. I know the Senators 5-2. We get Drysdale gets his fifth in the second period, assisted by Konechny and Lixell. And then my boy Rodrigo Abols gets his second, assisted by Peltier and York, which we'll get into that.
It's the same argument. Pelletier, Fedotov. It's the same.
Oh, okay.
It's the same argument.
I'm not off. It's just
no.
Yeah. Okay. Again, hungry team that wants to get in. It is what it is. It's the loss. I'm not gonna hang much on these because a lot of what we're gonna talk about has to do with other things anyway. But we get to the shootout win against the Lightning, which obviously was the best game that we had this week. 4-3. You got Bobby Brink scoring his 9th in the first, assisted by Lixell and Paling. Excuse me. You got Brink scoring his 10th and second of the game, assisted by Couturier in the second. And Ryan Paling scoring his 5th, assisted by Brink and Lixell. And then in the shootout, that brings us to a shootout. Mitchkov scored going second after Konechny missed. And then Bobby Brink missed, Couturier missed, and then Tippett sinks it. And I'm getting a little flack from my my article I wrote about that game that I didn't involve the shootout win by Mitchkov. Let me be very clear here. Let's see. I know we got some comments here. What we got here? Anything? Let's see, we got 10. I can see how many we have.
Are you getting the comments?
No, they're not. It's not updating on my phone. So you got it.
Heather Edwards
filtered as well.
Oh, I got you. Heather Edwards just saying, I'm honestly tired of Torts putting TK out. I love TK, but he's fighting something, and putting him out anymore is like putting York out. York is going to be a little topic of all right. I'm not going to bullshit lie about it. It's going to be a big topic of conversation.
I think so. Yeah.
Whether he's battling something, it potentially could be. I don't know. He's got what? 4 points, 5 points since middle of January.
York?
Or no, TK.
TK?
I don't think he has a goal this month either.
He got that three ringer that everybody thought was in.
The triple doink.
I was talking to Heather.
Was it left, right crossbar or left crossbar, right? I don't know.
I'm not getting that much detail.
You guys sound shit.
Well, no, I was talking. Heather texted me. Or messaged me and was like, "Can you believe that?" And I just automatically assumed before I even looked that it was the refs just being shitty. And then I looked at it. I was like, "I totally didn't go in." She messaged me back. Was like, "It definitely didn't go in." I was like, "Nah, it didn't." But
it hit. Everybody talks about Cody Parkey with his double doink when he was a kicker for the Bears against the Eagles.
Okay.
Yeah, I think hitting 3 posts is more impressive.
He's clearly snake bitten.
I don't know, man.
Well,
I think if he's going to eventually end up being the captain of this team, which we all agree
is
going to happen,
I think you got a couple different scenarios here. Maybe he is snake bitten. That's one. Two, he realizes what's going on with this season, not going to drive himself into the ground. Three, he did sign that contract for that multi-year, also not going to drive himself into the ground. I'm not upset with it, but I would like him to continue to chirp.
Yeah,
like he's not doing anything, and I think it was the end of the game. Was that not yesterday? The Lightning game, the end of the third period.
that was Wednesday night.
Thursday
night.
He was.
My nights are all together.
Yeah, I saw some life out of him, and that was about it.
Yeah.
We got
Greg Montour clarifying it was left crossbar right.
fucking God.
As a goalie, he would.
Great Scott!
Heather. Ooh.
I just actually might sound a little better. Yeah.
Yeah. Heather said something. My phone just kicked out. I think it was Heather said TK is getting the C.
Yeah, he's got. I mean, who else is going to get it? He's almost the last guy that's come through the franchise that's been there the longest.
Plus, I don't know how much. I don't know who else would be the candidate for that.
I'm going Hathaway. He would be the only grinder, all-around player that I would give it to. Maybe a sealer, but he's not impressing me this season at all anymore. I mean,
the thing that I still see, and people are calling for Torts to be fired.
I'm one of them.
People have just had enough.
Later. Yeah,
people have just had enough.
I haven't had enough. We'll get into it. I have.
But one of the things that this was off topic. Actually, no, it's on topic. Okay. People talking about, maybe TK's hurt. Maybe he's battling an injury.
So.
Isn't Tortorella always the one that said, if you can't give me 100%, tell me? And as being a leader of the team, aren't you supposed to, do as I do, not as I say?
Well, maybe it's.
Aren't you supposed to show leadership?
It might be a type of situation where he asked him, hey, can you go through this? Okay. And when he told him whatever it is, it may not be that substantial. I'm sure if he is hurt and it is something that they'll shut him down. I think it's coming.
I mean,
because it's not getting any better.
You look at Risto last 2 games. They said he's banged up, which means he's evidently battling something.
Yeah.
So he got scratched out.
I know.
Give another kid a shot, man.
It's another.
I mean, I understand we're a little on the downside of the season per se. With what, 17, 18 games left? Somewhere around
that, yeah. I mean, ain't looking good. I'll tell you.
And I don't think the Phantoms are in the position to make a playoffs. And it's like we were talking.
Actually, is it?
Have they gone on a little bit of a winning streak and everybody else been losing?
I do know that Wilkes and Hershey are looking to play each other.
Well, Hershey's always first in that.
I don't know. I'm not sure about Lehigh. We haven't had anyone in Lehigh yet.
Yeah.
Leah will be there soon. But yeah, we'll see. We'll get into the TK talk. The Carolina Hurricanes talk here isn't much because it's literally them just lighting the lamp and us getting absolutely destroyed 5-0. So there's nothing to really talk about there.
Heather says, I'd rather see Hathaway or Tippett, or at least give Tippett the A. Not arguing there.
No.
Any word on Heather says, any word on Hathaway will be back? Is he still day to day?
It literally keeps going back and forth between him being out and being day to day. Like there's absolutely the report. The only report is that he had negative
for concussion
protocol, and it's gone from there. But then that's got to make you think that maybe it was neck,
shoulder, collarbone,
anything in the upper body. Definitely upper body. I mean,
I was thinking more like they don't use this term anymore, but we do. Whiplash.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
the way he went down with the way his neck bobbing like that. Whiplash.
I almost like I'm a huge Hathaway fan.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's upstairs actually.
Oh, okay.
It's not even allowed to be down here.
Holy Grail stays upstairs.
Yeah, I'll bring it down eventually. Over your nook if we ever get anyone over again. Yeah, I just didn't see his head hit the ice. I saw more of his neck doing that bend, and I think
the quick jerk. Yeah,
right. And then the head the brain bobbling around in the head. I think that's more of what you saw. Everybody keeps saying his head. I don't see his head hitting the ice.
I did not.
So, yeah, that whole area, like you said, could be anything up here.
Yeah.
You're not, they're not releasing anything. They didn't even release an injury report, like email. It didn't even come through.
Yeah, no.
It was just nationally broadcasted during the game that he wasn't coming back to the game, and then that he passed all the tests for protocol. So,
Like when you send me the game day reports and stuff like that, all it says is Hathaway will not skate at practice.
yeah, that's just
I mean, it's a very blunt statement, but you kind of
if he's not skating, he's not ready yet. There's nothing.
no. And now it's been a little over 2 weeks. He's not skating,
It's been 7 games.
Yeah. So probably about 2 weeks now.
I will say the best way to get this report is the fantasy app, dude. It
That's
lets
what
you
I
know.
do.
It lets you know.
Yeah.
And it's pretty. One day I strive to be the guy that's like it says per Jesse Bell of Old Sports Network, but
Yeah, it killed me last night. Didn't announce Adam Fox until 10 minutes before
I was
game
checking
time.
all day. With,
I was like,
with
you
Hathaway,
shit.
dude. I was checking all day. But yeah, that's what we have. You got any comments before we go on next segment?
No, God.
Okay, let's move on to weekly games.
Can't read.
This week's games are brought to you by Uncle John's Barbecue Stand. Go to www.unclejohnsbarbecue.com and check out our new guy over on Philly Pike. I had it the other night. The kids got chicken fingers. Lynn's got chicken bacon ranch wrap. I got the loaded fries with the pulled chicken and the barbecue and the cheese on it, and then I got the spicy chicken sandwich. It was fucking out of this world.
That's I like spicy chicken.
It wasn't too much. You know how I can't handle shit when it comes to spice. So yeah, check them out. They're a new sponsor. We have another one too with him as well. It's on another segment. So make sure you guys, if you're in the Philadelphia, Pike region, Delaware, North Wilmington, Claremont, and right over in Nedelco over the border. Check him out. He's a cool guy. He's got some. We're gonna be there a lot this summer. Once it gets warm out, he does serve beer, and he's got high noons. He's got everything for people. He has wine apparently.
Oh, wine.
Yeah, and I asked him a question and said, "This is gonna be a weird question. How much beer do you have in there?" He goes, "Dude, Claremont beer's right there. If we run out, I can just run right across the street." I said, "This guy's my fucking guy, dude." So
My hero.
we're gonna go. Not all heroes wear capes.
Sometimes they serve barbecue.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. We're gonna be dealing some stuff there. So yeah, we'll get into this week's games after. You got some comments too.
Heather again. I mean, we know how it feels when we sleep wrong, let alone something like that. I still can't believe it was only a minor. Yep. Yeah, let's not.
You're gonna get me riled up.
Will Edwards says he was in a non-contact jersey in practice, wasn't he? I was not at practice this week.
Yeah, we weren't at practice this week at all.
I'm sure we may have been told about it.
Will Edwards.
Will Edwards.
Okay, we'll find out who that guy is.
Any relation to Heather? Heather Edwards. Will Edwards.
No clue.
No idea.
I'm sure she'll.
I'm sure we'll chime in.
I'm
Yeah.
sure she'll tell us.
This week's games.
So this week's games, yeah, like it's Uncle John's. But yeah, so tomorrow we have the Lightning at 7:00 in Tampa. We are not going to be announcing whether we think they're going to win or not. We're not going to do that.
Will is the hubby.
Oh, okay.
As he says.
All right, cool. I appreciate you coming out, brother. Thanks a lot.
Much appreciate it.
Hey, if he's skating, I'm a huge Hathaway fan. For anybody who doesn't know that, he's my fucking guy. I apologize for me cursing for your kid, but it's what it is. I'm sorry.
Shut the up!
We've tried the PG before; it just did not work.
I can't. It's even worse. It's even worse.
And I was like, "Damn it!"
So then we got the Capitals in Washington on Thursday at 7 p.m. And then Saturday we have the Stars at 2. I'll be in the mountains. I'll be in the mountains.
Wait a minute. We have the Stars at 2?
At 2 on Saturday in Dallas. And then we have Sunday at 3, Blackhawks in Chicago.
I'm putting my Madonna jersey on for Saturday.
Ooh. We're gonna get worked. We're gonna get worked.
I'm putting my Minnesota North Stars jersey on for Saturday.
That's okay.
It's Mike Madonna.
Yeah, it's this.
North Stars don't even exist anymore. Technically, technically
They do in my heart.
I love that jersey.
That's a good one. That's a slick one.
Jersey.
So regardless of whatever you think here, at this point in the season with the Flyers, you can't say what's going to happen here. I mean, they could literally beat the Lightning, the Capitals, and the Stars, and lose to the Blackhawks. I don't know if that's going to happen or what's going to be the case. We're just going to leave it alone, and we'll report back to you next Sunday.
Greg says loss, win.
I just fucking said that.
He thinks they're going to beat the Blackhawks.
Wow.
We might beat the Blackhawks.
Will says he's hurt a lot worse with our mouth.
That's hey, I don't drop.
If he's a hockey fan, I'm sure he has.
I don't drop the bad ones. I'll say that, but it's funny because I tell everybody else to not curse, and everybody else doesn't. And it's me that's just absolutely annihilating it at the beginning. I'm not proud of it. Trust me, I'm not proud of it.
Shut up.
It does.
Yeah.
With that being said, let's move on to our next segment of let's get the dust up. Let's get to I got some cool stuff for that.
There was a couple this week, and we don't with dust up. We don't always do just Flyers too.
No, it's not.
There's
no Flyers.
Yeah,
because they're not fighting.
but I saw 2 knockouts this week.
I didn't get either one of them.
Oh shit, are you kidding me?
No,
I was pretty sure I sent them to you.
Oh boy, I got my boy. But what I'm doing, I'm getting the ECHL stuff and AHL from the girls and Connor, and then I'm taking the NHL stuff. So let's get into a little dust up.
Hey, you're not Gudis, dude. Remember when he did that?
Yeah. It's just it wasn't.
Gudis was effective with it.
Yeah. All right, so Dust Up is brought to you by Warlord Beard Oil. Go to www.warlordbeardoil.com and use promo code OLDSPORTS for 15% off site-wide, and anything over $65 gets you free shipping. Got some stuff here. Will, new listeners, whoever you are, load up. It's good stuff. Patchy. What is it on?
Patchy and
Aruba?
Morocco. That's what it was.
Bud's a vet. We support our vets in Old City Sports Network. We're real big Americans here. So
my buddy in Louisiana got his order from Bud.
I did.
Yep.
What do you say?
$200.
Holy shit.
I said, did you use our promo code? He goes, well, you didn't tell me about it. I said, I sent you the link, you schmuck.
What a dick.
He goes, oh, that's cool. He was like, well, when I get stuff from my uncle, he said it'd be another couple $100. So I'll use the promo code.
Use that promo code.
I'm like, rip it, dude. I said you could have saved money.
Yep.
He's also the type of person where, unless you write it for him in crayon, like some Canada fans, they just don't get it.
We're good there, huh?
I figured I had to.
All right, let's get the first one here. I think this is the one from the ECHL. I forget who it is, but it's a nice little one.
Find it.
Pushing him to the boards and ending it quickly because.
And now we've got another fight. Justin Nakbar and Brendan Datema. Back-to-back tilts. Here we go. Right at center ice. Nakbar gets a shot. Datema returns one. Both players remain on their skates. Here's Datema with an overhand. And both players go down. Right outside of the South Carolina blue line. How often do you see that? Back-to-back fights. Cranford first. Datema next. Howard chucking.
Okay.
Knockmar?
I don't know.
I don't know. Not a bad little.
No, not bad. But this one is the kicker here. We got our boy Olivier, and I'll tell you, I forget what it is, but Olivier is just the best fighter in the league right now.
Oh, is it the dude from Calgary?
Yes.
He has found a home here.
Oh, big hit, Olivier on Nosek, but he bounces right off. Final minute of the period, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, and here we go again. Gadjevich is dropping him again with the heavyweight Olivier after the hit on Nosek.
Olivier's one of the toughest in the NHL.
This is going to be a treat right in center ice. Second fight of the night for Gadjevich.
Olivier can throw him.
And Gadjevich, he's aware of that. He's got that jersey with that left hand.
just keeps throwing them. Olivier can throw with both hands. To me, he is number one in the NHL in fighting.
And Gadjevich is showing well here against Olivier. And this is a long one. Enough.
for the love of God, stop hitting.
Stop hitting.
He's a guy, like you were saying when it was going on, he's an all-around player. He's good to score, hits, can fight. His dad's a gold glove boxer, dude. Like,
am I the only one that has actually noticed this as of lately for me, probably within the last month? Dude, there's a lot of fights anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Only at center ice. I don't
like that.
I don't see too many people, fighting in the corner
They
anymore.
Go to center right.
We're gonna drop them when we go past center ice.
I don't like that. I don't.
Dude, you gotta.
So that's like, for me, that's meant for like the coast and for the AHL. So like they're in centers. So you're already in the NHL, dude. You don't got to do that.
One fight that you did not get in there that I actually didn't see until this morning was Max Domi's fight.
I've been seeing it just advertised because they show his dad like watching with him, and he's like so out of it that he doesn't even realize what's happening.
think he's
gone. That's sad.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Heather Edwards again, just putting this out there that the last time we went to a Flyers game was 11/23/24, right before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's right after my birthday.
When we beat the Blackhawks in OT, and we went last Thursday and they won in a shootout. So we'll be starting a GoFundMe for games. Contributions are appreciated.
Yeah, we have a promo code.
We have a promo code. I was just about to say, rip it.
For SeatGeek. Yeah. We'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, gotta love the fights. Gotta love that shit. I mean,
Do I have any? I don't have any more games this year, do I?
I don't know. I think we're letting the girls rock.
Okay.
I talked to Skylar this morning, but it was literally like the same thing that I always get. Hey, what's up, boss? And I asked him real quick, like, what are we doing, dude? Like, are you good? I heard he was coming down. I haven't heard anything from him, and just gone. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on, but anyway, let's move on. Let's get into the Turnpike, because that's always a spicy one. So let's get into the Turnpike.
Team 33. Tippett had 6.
All right, Turnpike's brought to you by Decals by Aaron. Go to www.decalsbyaaron.com or facebook.com/decalsbyaaron. If you're into the Delco merchandise that we rock, we have something over in the corner. You can't see it. I got the cameras in a different area today, but yeah, everything Delco. If you're a Delconian and trying to rep your heritage there, he's the guy to go to. Tell him Jesse or Corey from Old City sent you, and he'll hook you up.
Went last Saturday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I was gonna, guys.
I know. I was there
bad.
talking to you.
I feel bad.
Don't worry, we made up for you.
Okay, good.
Dude, is Delco towels, by the way?
I saw that.
They're huge.
I'll swim you out there for that.
I was going to say,
Mr.
Beach Boy.
I'm a fucking beach bum.
Sitting out there with your hat, your glasses, and your floral shirt.
Not doing the mustache this year.
You're not?
No, I can't do that at work where I'm at now. I can't do that. My boss will light my fucking ass up. I'm not hearing it. Some kid just shaved the other day, and everyone's ripping his ass apart. So I'm
like baby faced or just
baby face. He tried to tell everybody that. So he works part time at Crozier.
Okay.
As a security guard, like, oh, they're making us shave. I'm like, no, they're not.
No, they're not. They're closing for damn it.
Your girlfriend's making you shave, you puss.
Listen here, Paul Blart.
I'm like, come on, dude. No shot. I'm not shaving.
Crozier's closing it.
All right, they just made a deal to stay open.
When did that happen?
Happened this week. They had 8 days, and then they made a deal.
I was going to say it was down to like
they're getting donations from another hospital to keep them open. I did hear that the Conquer Ball is going to be soon. I'm very upset about that. That's my spot. Anyway,
that and the Springfield one. Those are the only ones left.
Keep the Springfield one. You got any comments over there? Good.
Greg says, "Sorry, Heather. Maybe you better stay home so they don't win anymore."
Whoa. I'm not. You know,
we're not Rush Joy here. I went there too, and I don't give a shit.
I'm good with it.
Lower the bar, lower the ceiling. Shut up.
So Turnpike, people and/or things, any inanimate object. Actually, Greg is like messaging me right here. This is why it was.
Is he really?
Yeah. Is that why this happened? No. Okay. I thought that's why that was happening. I had something different. Turnpike, for people that don't know, is just people, inanimate objects, whatever it is. The franchise itself, it could be the building. Just need to get out of here. I'm always fucking knows.
Not gonna help us.
Zamula is always on my list, always. But I gotta tell you right now, Rocky Thompson is number one on my list. Special teams is atrocious. The guy doesn't even. I don't understand what the point of him being special teams is, because he's a fucking enforcer in the AHL. So I don't know what that is all about. And a funny story from him is you ever hear a story about him asking Frank to fight the animal?
He wanted to Frank Bialos.
Oh, we got it.
I bet he got peppered.
Well, he comes to Settlemyre and tells Settlemyre back, because he's equipment manager.
He went to Nasty. Yeah.
He went to Nasty and said, "Is the animal here?" He's like, "No, he's not here yet." He's like, "Well, when he gets you, you tell him that I want one tonight." And he's like, "You tell him, like, I'm not getting involved in this." So he doesn't. So Frank comes in and he goes, "Buddy, that Rocky wants a fight tonight." And he was like, "Okay." You know how he is. He don't fucking care.
He goes, "All right, cool."
He knows why he's there. Well, he obviously beat the fucking hell out of him.
Yeah.
So I mean, even at that, it's just that's what his role was. He's not in no way, shape, or form can you get away with just a nobody for special teams.
Not to mention, Frank's not exactly 6'6", but he's not exactly 5'9" either. Frank's
shorter than me. I think he's like 5'7", 5'8". He's a small guy.
Maybe it's been a while since I've seen him, but
Not
I remember him being about 6 foot.
He might be, but I mean, on skates.
Frank was solid.
Yeah, he's a fucking animal.
But, that's the name, yeah. But Rocky Thompson,
no.
Kind of got like that Brindamore face, like I've been beat up too many times.
He's been beat up.
Brindamore was never beat up. He just broke his nose. What, 5 times
on stuff? Yeah,
yeah.
Stuff broke his nose.
Yeah, stuff broke his nose. Heather, that's loyalty. Heather Edwards. Greg, unfortunately, I'm too damn prideful about my boys, so there's a fat chance in hell of that happening. Shots fired.
I can use it for multiple things.
We love Adamant fans.
I do. You got anything for Turnpike? Greg, got anything for Turnpike? Anybody? No.
Yeah, as you said, Rocky Thompson, our special teams. Our PK is 30th. 30th. There's 2 teams worse than us. Who are they? I don't know. I didn't look. I don't care. When I see 30th, that's atrocious.
Yeah.
I think our power plays, I think maybe we're not at 20 yet, but we might be, or we're close to it. So yeah, that's atrocious too. So yeah, that needs to go or be readjusted. The other one is that line of York and Sanheim. Every time I see it on my TV, I just want to throw my TV out the window. I can't deal with that line. That line sucks.
Sanheim out a window.
That line absolutely sucks. York was a -3 last night, and every time he was a -3, he was not in position. Why is he behind the net on a PK? Why is he behind the net chasing a puck? Leads to a goal. Couldn't cover anybody backdoor. Leads to a goal. Out of position on another PK at the top of the circle. Whatever happened to fundamentals of playing the box when you're shorthanded as a defenseman? Dude, what are you doing? Why are you running around like a dumbass?
So, unfortunately, from very reliable sources, which I don't know if you guys know how that. I'm not. You're never going to do that. Never gonna give it. They're going. Him and Zamula are going in the off season. And to be honest with you, I am a little upset with the York thing, but he hasn't been performing lately. Like, it's just
experiment's over for him too.
It's over for him there, but it's not gonna be over. Wherever he goes, he's gonna be good. It's just Has a lot to do with
We can send him to
with
Toronto.
the torch
I don't
talk.
care.
Yeah, I mean, has a lot to do with the torch talk that's going to happen here relatively soon.
Whoa,
What's this? What we got?
Greg, are you trying to piss Jesse off?
What-
York, Sanheim, Zamula, and Sealer.
I agree with him. I agree with him.
I can't see Sealer because if we get rid of those guys,
I wouldn't get rid of him. Nah, I wouldn't. First off, we're not going to get rid of Sealer. His contract will play out, and he'll
retire. He'll retire
because Chuck Fletcher pulled him out of retire. He's going to retire.
That's the best thing
Minnesota.
Best thing Chucky ever did.
The only thing he did, yeah.
Yeah.
But I do agree. I said the other night, Lynn's gave me the look. I'm like, dude, he may be done, and I'm okay with that. You're gonna see a Sealer jersey here soon. It's just that's been my guy since 100%. Day one. Been my guy since day one. So when he threw that ref, I mean, I'm getting goosebumps even talking about it. I go, what? He threw that fucking ref. Like, get out of here. That ref was like, I'm not calling that. This guy's fucking crazy.
I just, like I said though, with York, that York Sanheim line, man, that's murder.
Well, answer me this. Well, how bad would it have been if they dealt Risto? Bro, it would be fucking atrocious. Atrocious.
So to start last season, Risto missed like the first 20-some games. Remember that?
Yeah.
He has been a different player since then. He has been to me, he has been the player that the Flyers wanted when he was in Buffalo. Maybe a little less on the grit and the pissed off. I wish he'd bring back that long goatee like he was when he was like a pissed off Billy Goat. Risto rage. But I think he's more effective now. He's playing right. He's doing everything that he's supposed to do. To me, the prime example of everybody calling for trade Risto, do this, do that. The prime example of that is look at the hole that he has filled for this team.
He's a top defenseman.
100%.
And I'll be honest, and I'll be bold to say, I don't give a shit who anyone hears it. Drysdale's behind him. He is. What that kid's been showing lately, you got to put him in the right position. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
And that has to do with outlandish happenings. Things gonna be Torch isn't the coach for the team anymore, and he's not. We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
But like that has a lot to do with it. It's there's some good fucking players on this team. They are good players. But you have to give them, like everyone says, you got to give Mitchkov someone. I'm not worried. I'm done with Mitchkov. Like I was saying earlier, I was getting shit about my article because I didn't talk about. I told everyone from the beginning, I am not going to ride Mitchkov's nuts. I'm not going to do it.
Nope.
I'm never going to do it.
Nope.
Was 19, 20 years old. I don't care.
Yeah.
Do we need to get someone to play with him? It doesn't seem like he needs someone to play with. He seems to be doing it on his own. Well, could he use someone? Yeah. Everyone chill out. Pump the brakes. I'm not going to do it. That being said, when we do get into that segment, it's an all-around thing. It's nothing disrespectful to Torts, but it is what it is.
It's like we've said before. Torts is going to go to the front office.
I believe so.
They'll bring somebody else in. Rocky Thompson's going to go.
Got to go.
I think the coaching staff will be totally revamped. It's just, but the prime example of the last two games, Risto's played every game this year.
Yeah. But everyone from that team, too, has been successful. Brandon Montour, the guy that I got in fantasy.
What? I have no idea. I have the comments up. I'm scared to get away from it. Look at your fantasy.
Affiliate.
No, then never mind.
It wasn't going to. Reinhardt. Ryan, he's down with the Predators right now. I forget. But
no idea.
Okay, Risto's another one. Once they left, they were successful. He won a cup with St. Louis. He was their captain for a while.
Ryan
O'Reilly.
Yep.
A lot of these guys have been the main problem here was the Buffalo Sabres. Once they left, then they started getting to play and they started being successful. I mean, Reinhardt is a fucking stud. I mean, he's absolutely amazing. So that's what it is. Risto's been great since then. So we got
Will Edwards. Need to trade Urson, in my opinion, was decent, but since injury has been trash.
Yeah.
Evan Rodriguez.
No, he's from Buffalo too?
Yep. He was another one that got traded down there and won a cup. Thanks to Greg.
Yeah, thanks, Greg.
Yeah.
Brandon's on every every NHL page on Facebook right now. So I mean, what's that show you?
We were talking about Greg lighting up Flyers Nation page, and he's 100% correct because the Flyers had a chance to draft.
We were talking
Brandon, and look at who they took instead. They took Sanheim.
Oh my God! So that explains Greg's hatred for that. Yeah, hey, man.
Well,
the only reason we got him is because Hextall knew Sanheim's parents or some shit.
And Hextall played with Nolan Patrick's father as well.
Yeah, look how that worked out.
Yeah, dude hasn't played a game in the better part of a decade.
Well,
the biggest,
we'll get into that someday.
I feel like Greg also has a disdain for Sanheim because Greg being a goalie and Sanheim being defense, and can't cover a fart. It's just
Sanheim just always looks like he smelled a fart. Just always like
ate the crayons.
That look is just like he's got a very punchable face. That's all. Let's move on to Beauty of the Week.
It's disgusting.
This doesn't surprise me whatsoever.
It's disgusting.
Heather, this is what we were talking about earlier. Beauty of the Week is brought to you by SeatGeek. Download the app, or if you already have the app, go choose your game and use promo code Old City Sports Network, one word, for $20 off your games. Use more than one email. Rock that thing. If you're going to any AHL game or you're going to Lehigh or something like that, it'll break it down to like $10. Corey's done it. It worked. $8. That's a win. It's more beer money. Greg, you know what to do. Beauty of the Week. Heather, your husband, Will, whoever else watches, never watched before. We are sharing to different places. Beauty of the Week is you give us 3 people you think are the best players of the week. What now?
Greg says Sanheim is defense. It's a good one.
Wow, you're so dominant.
Thank you, Heather, for using the app, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
She says I do have the app.
Okay. Well, yeah, use that bad boy. Promo code, bro. I'm gonna go first. Big Meech, gotta give it to him. Didn't do enough to get into my article.
See, now you're instigating, goddammit.
Listen.
He says, listen, I don't freaking care.
I don't care. Brink, you gotta give it to Brink. I mean, the kid is he's just doing the right things. I mean, he needs to work on his interviews. His interviews are brutal.
Man.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I would do the same thing. Oh, well, yeah. He doesn't want to say the wrong thing, but
I don't think English still registers fast enough.
Brink?
Oh, not Brink. Michkov, I thought you were talking about.
Nah, I'm talking about Brink. But yeah, Brink, and then you gotta give it to Tippett. With a dash of Drysdale. I like what Drysdale's doing too. So we can't keep riding Cates. He does the right thing every week. I might even in a year or two give it to him. Give the C to him.
Cates with the C?
Yeah, dude. He's like almost like Mike Richards, man. The kid is literally nails. Like I love everything about that kid. I wish I would have got his last name right when I was trying to get him when he was in college or interview. I kept calling him Noah Coates. And
Coates's corner?
His college was like, who the hell are you talking about? I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah, but those are my 3 guys.
Oh boy, rough crowd. I gotta go Meech. I gotta go Brink, and this one's probably going to surprise you. I'm actually going to have to go Paling. The last 2 games, he has his passes have been better. He's had a lot of
doing a lot of fucking spins, and
he's had a lot of odd man rushes and everything like that. So he's
you get a spot. You give him a spot.
I'm giving him 3. I'm giving him 3.
I mean, you just re-sign him. I take a chance on him,
depending on how much.
Yeah, he's not gonna ask for a lot.
If he's like a $1.5 million,
you guys can hang out at Wawa again.
Yeah, walking out with his tins.
There you go. Oh, not the Zen. Is it
the Zenners?
Oh god,
upper deckies.
Not bad. Not bad. Armin, me and Armin watched again one night. I was ripping them, drinking beer. I was like, this is all right.
I hate them.
I'm all right with it. But it makes sense because I don't want to go outside and smoke a cigarette. I only smoke when I drink. So, like, I don't want to go out there. If I throw one of them bad boys in,
Yeah,
Get it going.
I'm sitting there.
Yeah, I started swallowing the juice. It was just like, am I supposed to be doing this? Because it feels like shit. He goes, oh yeah. I'm like, oh fuck this. I kept putting him on the table.
Yeah, you can. I mean,
Right.
like I said, when I was actually chewing long cut and stuff
Yeah.
like that, it's a different ballgame.
You got anything from Greg? His of the week? Did he put anyone?
No, but Heather Edwards again. Thanks, guys. Can't wait for the next win when we go. Sorry, Greg.
Get him. Get him.
Get him.
All right. With that being said, we'll move on to the next segment. Might as well do more on the week.
Chat it.
More on the week is brought to you by Custom Concessions. Go to www.customconcessions.net/home. Our guy John Burrow, the owner of Uncle John's Barbecue, is also the main dude in the nation for custom food trucks. Literally told me that if someone has a food truck in the area, he either put parts on it or he customly built it. So that's why I said to you when we were doing it, we definitely know some people that have had some.
I guarantee him and I probably know each other then.
Right.
I guarantee it.
Cool dude. But yeah, I told you he offered. He's like, I got this other job. If you want to do it, if you want to push this to us, I'll push it all. I'm sure at some point we could help out with something. So make sure
I'm
you guys.
sure we will also be paying a visit here.
Yeah.
You're going.
He also has he has a deal. He builds all of the Ritas in this area. I got a little gold mine here, but
Isn't the Rita's up the street closed
there's
here?
one up the street up there. There's one right up the street over there.
But isn't the Rita's
Yeah.
up the street closed?
Yeah, I don't know what's
permanent?
going on with it. He may get
Right there on the corner, right?
Yeah, right by
Yeah,
right across.
yeah, across away from it.
But yeah, if you're a food trucker, Dan Wolf, he'd be the person I would talk to next, maybe. Even the people with the one food truck by Dutton Mill, even Sterling Pig was talking about doing it.
Oh, Bubba.
The plum and the whatever. We know some people in it. If
Yeah.
you know some people and you want some custom stuff
owns
done,
Tattoo Pig.
yeah. Let us know. Call your guy. Tell him we sent you. John's a good guy, so we'll be helping him out. Greg sent me a moron of the week from Flyers Talk. Imagine that. A top contributor, Curtis Party.
Stop.
Can the Flyers still make the playoffs?
Shut the f*** up!
You got to be kidding me. You want them to win? You want them to get into the playoffs? That's fucking wild. To do what?
I think Greg and I were going back and forth with another one of these. What was his name? Louis Ritchie.
Dude. Louis. Anthony Louis?
Yeah, I think maybe that's
that
who
guy's
it is.
a fucking nightmare, dude.
Talking about you have no idea what you're talking about. I said, bro,
He's the only guy that knows anything ever.
I said, dude, I said, if you're so good at this, I said, why ain't you? Yeah. I said, why ain't you a GM? Well, I got better things to do. I said, you got better things to do than be a GM of a hockey team? So, dude, you have no shot.
Has to do with the sleeve of his dad's favorite jacket.
Yeah, I went on with him about that.
He's a nightmare, dude. He got on here with us once, and I was like, what? That's why I'm not going to fight with you. You could be Canada first. I'm not fighting with you. I'm just not going to go near you. That's why I don't go. Do not broadcast the Flyers Talk anymore. You guys are mutants. I'm just not doing it. Like I'm not doing it.
Your buddy Lou down in Florida, Leo Donahue. Yeah, his caretaker took his meds and ran out the door.
Flyers Talk is legitimately just like everyone has an aide there, like, and they just took off that day. Like gave them their phone
that day.
Whatever day they're posted.
Oh, the keyboard day. Yeah.
There's another one here. Greg sent me too. It was from Teamster 676.
Oh God, see
watching the Flyers. It's sad to see Boucher not being honest right away, saying first goal was good from Carolina, but he apologized for his opinion on the interference called. That's just bad review by him. Say you saw nothing and keep it real. I don't even know how to respond to that.
I feel like
I didn't know I could scroll through the ones that he sent me. Send me another one.
I feel like punctuality would be good in that one. A period might help.
Yeah, sentence building is fucking amazing.
Hooked on phonics.
Dave Cassell from Flyers Talk.
It's another one I remember from
just
him.
asking, feel free to elaborate as to why or why not is our fan base getting dumber. Yeah.
That's the truth.
That's the truth. I kind of like that one. What do you got?
Will Edwards, for his moron of the week, are Urson and Torts. Flip a coin for the toss-up.
I'm gonna give it to Urson, but I'll get the Torts in the next.
I was actually going to say if you wanted to, you could go Urson or Cam York.
I have more faith in Cam York than I do Urson, dude.
I got none in either.
It's looking bad.
Whoa, Greg Montour. It's okay, Heather. I like watching the Flyers win. I was imitating these guys that constantly comment on Flyers talk about the tank. We're the Flyers. They don't tank like the Penguins. Oh. And Heather gives the nice middle finger for the Penguins. I like her. I like her.
I
knew it was coming.
I had to put it in there somewhere. Yeah, it's just bad. It's what it is.
But see, the crazy thing is, though, is we only focus, like, we have the tunnel vision for the Flyers fans of how stupid most of these fans are.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, the real delusional people, the real delusional hockey fans.
We haven't even hit an hour yet.
That's insane.
I'm with it.
The real delusional fans that I have seen, and I've gone through a lot of pages and stuff. Dude, the most delusional ones are the the Habs and the Leafs fans. They are absolutely smoking the crack pipe daily. They have no idea. The dude's talking about Carey Price coming back.
Whoa. Yeah.
And I said to him, and the Flyers are bringing back Bernie Perrant.
Healthcare up there is sketchy. So, yeah.
Did I see somewhere that Taves is skating again?
Yeah. No, yeah, he's coming back. John Taves coming back.
Like he went to Africa or something like that.
Oh, I don't know.
He pulled a Dave Chappelle or something.
Well, he was hurt. I mean, and then he got like real like bad depression or something like that over his injury. But personally, I don't know whether this is true or not. But I personally think he's probably upset with the state of the franchise. I mean, he doesn't want to play anywhere else. I mean, that whole Beach that Kyle Beach thing that ended up happening that
scandal got swept.
Yeah, then there was another one that happened that got absolutely swept under the rug
with the trainer
within a day. Yeah. And then, I mean, now they have Connor Bedard, and then they're just playing like shit. I mean, he's being treated like an amateur. The kid's a generational hockey player. You never know.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think that's what that is. That's weird. I totally haven't been thinking. I forgot about that. That was all over for like a day, and then it went away.
Yeah. Everything.
Taves thing.
Yeah. I mean, but because he got COVID real bad, too.
That's what it was.
He got COVID, and I wonder if he got some kind of infection or something.
He had real bad COVID.
Like he had bad arrhythmia and everything like that. It was like
he said he was coming back. He said he was coming back. It didn't look like it, but everyone says it. He's been skating. He has been talking about coming back, but I haven't heard anything since. That was months ago.
And he's been out 2 years now, ballpark.
I guess I don't know.
So I mean,
that was a child.
That was definitely a child. 2 years being out of the game, it's changed a lot. I mean, he's also not 25, 26 years old like Fedotov was when he went and got snatched at the border to do his military thing. But Fedotov was out for 2 years too.
Yep.
So it's like he's got to be 36 now.
I'm about to find out actually.
But he's got to be
36?
Well, yeah, well, 36, 37, I figured.
He hasn't played since 22, 23.
2 years.
Yep. Anyway.
By the time he does come back, it'll be 3 years.
Let's get the outlandish happenings. Be the last one, but it's got a lot to do with a lot of things. So
buckle up.
Yep.
Oh, I bet.
All right, Outlandish Happenings brought to you by Kristen's Curio Cabinet. Go to ZeppelinUnicornAntiques.com. If you're in the Delaware area, it's on the intersection of Silverside and Carr Road. Got a lot of stuff in there. She sells her stuff in there. It's taxidermy art, people, is what it is. So it's kind of cool. That's what it is. Maybe I can get her to make some hockey player. That would be cool. I never even thought of that. I'm going to do that. Like, hey, make 2 mice.
Like the 3 blind mice with hockey sticks?
Well, we could just we could have some mice and have the rest be blind. Or you know, Urson blind. Sandheim blind. Anyway, before I get that.
Definitely York. Doesn't know which way the net is.
Topic of this segment is going to be Torts. I personally don't think Torts is the coach for the team anymore, but it's not because of anything. Well, it is. There are some particulars. The problem is that a lot of these kids that are about to come up are not the type of kids that Torts is going to be able to coach. And I feel like what's happening right now, and I've gone against a lot of things that people have said about Torts not being the right coach. Torts is an absolute bridge coach for whoever the next coach is going to be. A lot of the players that the Flyers have right now are not going to be on the team when we get to that next level. I'm not saying Stanley Cup, but like competitive.
I'm not even saying there's going to be a lot of guys next year.
Right. Competitive and then playoff bound are 2 things. And I'm not the guy that keeps saying 5 years, 10 years. You know, I'm not doing that. But and it comes to the point of, you know, you showed me on, I forget what it was on. It was a screenshot you took. Alex Bump was on.
That was posted on the game last night.
Right. It's on Prospect Watch. And this is my boy. So, like, I had to take advantage of it. I mean, he's
part of the reason why I sent it to you.
21 years old. Appreciate that. Left wing, shoots left. American. Okay. From Prior Lake, Minnesota. 6'2", 200 pounds, right? He's playing for Western Michigan University. 36 games. He has 20 goals, 23 assists, 43 points, and a plus minus of 7. So, like, this kid, this is one of them that, like I said, from what I've heard from a very reliable source, him, Denver Barkey, Oliver Bonk, Jetlachenko are making the team next year. It's going to happen. And if you look down the line, you can see where the holes are at. Center, Jetlachenko. Wing, I mean, we could use a wing. I mean, no one's lighting the world on fire, right?
I don't.
Oliver Bonk, defense. Hunter McDonald may have a spot.
I think Hunter McDonald needs to be looked at.
A little bit.
I really do.
Mm-hmm.
I think I sent you another one last night from defense. I don't remember who it was, to be honest with you. I really think Tuamala needs to get looked at too.
I would say
the season's over.
Yeah.
Me personally, I think we need to bring.
Bringing some people
I think
up.
he needs to be brought up.
Yeah. And the point too is,
I mean, the kid has more than paid his debt down there.
Well, no,
I don't even think he's ever. I don't think he's played an NHL game.
Dude, maybe I will just go against it and say maybe one, just in case he has, like, because I like to be right all the time.
Probably
maybe
brought up and was healthy scratched as
some shit.
But I'd really like to see him play.
I didn't know until you brought it to my attention, but now we're credentialed with the Phantoms now, so we need to start paying attention to it. Which I'll include that next week because we have so many fucking sponsors.
I'll go to a game.
I'll go to a game. I'll be up there.
Maybe they got one for this weekend. We'll have to look at the schedule.
I'll see what the girls are doing. They're only like half hour from that place.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, players like that, like I said, Denver Barkey his stats were shocking. Watch 2 weeks ago's episode when I read it on air. Corey was shocked.
I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pull up the defense for the AHL.
Okay.
Just to see what we got sitting down there.
Yeah. But yeah, so Torts is he's just not the guy that's going to be the coach for that. And I personally I think his time's done. I'm not saying anything. I'm not the guy. I wasn't originally wanting Torts anyway. I wanted Monty. Thought Monty was going to be the guy. But to be honest with you, I think it's going to be Tocchet. I keep hearing Pittsburgh's coach. Sullivan is probably on his way out.
I've heard a lot of people saying they want Barry Trotz.
For Philly.
Yeah.
Isn't Barry Trotz the GM?
He's a GM, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, wait a minute. This dude's going to give up a GM position to go and coach a team?
He's not going to do that. He's got his hooks in that team.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's doing
Talent
whatever the fuck
up.
he wants.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, nothing against Torts. He's great for the city. He is for the city. But if you bring, I want Tocchet. You bring Tocchet. Look what he's done over there. The problem that's been going on with Vancouver has nothing to do with coaching. It has to do with Pedersen and trading JT Miller, which was the wrong move. Because anyone that knows anything knows that was the wrong move. Because there's still shit. Quinn Hughes is going to want out of there. Brock Besser wants out of there already.
That was murder.
Yeah.
That was murder.
So that's the deal. That's what I'm saying. Nothing against Torts. I just personally don't think Torts is the coach for the team anymore. The bridge has been made. Bring in the guy that's going to be the next guy. That's all. No offense. Is what it is. But that's what what I have for that.
Yeah.
What do you got going?
Not to do kind of like an AHL watch, but I mean,
No, well, it's nice to know.
Hunter McDonald. Those are numbers, man.
What do you got?
Those are some decent numbers. You got 16 points in 58 games, but here's the other thing: he got 85 PIMs. My man's feisty.
Well,
at 22 years old. He'll be 23.
He's in the class to come up. He's ready to come up. He's also projected to be like, I don't want to say this. Well, kind of first isn't here, so I can say it. He's projected to be a Chris Pronger type esque meanness, big, aggressive defenseman.
6'4", 205.
Yeah, it's just come on, man. Like bring him up. Like
so he's one that you got sitting down there. So I wouldn't mind if you scratched York. Wouldn't mind if you scratched Zamula.
First, I'll start with Zamula. That's just Zamula's got to go.
And then, but it's funny because I forget who said we don't have big defensemen. We have soft defensemen. We don't have any big body defensemen that are pushing and fighting at the net.
Mm-hmm.
You'll go to now, mind you, he's older. You got Louis Belpedio. He's 30 years old.
Yeah.
Or no, yeah, roughly almost.
He's got to stay down. I'm sorry,
dude. He's got 23 points in 55 games with 75 PIMs. But here's the other thing: he's the smallest defenseman on the team at 5'11", 196. Belpedio.
Okay.
You got Helgi Granz at 6'3", 205. Ethan Sampson 6'3", 205. Ben Gleason 6'2", 190. Hunter McDonald 6'4", 205. Adam Jennings 6'4", 205. Xavier Bernard 6'4", 215.
Who?
Xavier Bernard.
I don't know who that is. I forgot that we got Gleason. You were on him when we got him too. That he was sneaky good.
Yeah, and he's got 27 points this season.
Mm-hmm. There's guys down there, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll have to make a Phantom segment. Might as well.
But it's like, actually, the Flyers, looks like the Phantoms play today.
I know the girls are heading to Wheeling. Leah's coming back.
They do.
From Cincinnati.
Sunday, March 16th. Wilkes-Barre is in Lehigh Valley.
Okay, well, Phantoms playing Lehigh today. Our Phantoms are playing Wilkes. So.
And it's like I said, though, we weren't too sure about how the Phantoms look for a playoff picture.
Yeah, they're in there.
They're 3 points out from third place.
Oh shit, we're gonna have fun here.
We
might as well go up, dude.
I was gonna say it's not that far. It's an hour for me.
Well,
it's an hour for hour 10.
Wow, we gotta go up.
I'll go.
I want to fucking go too. Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Well, I've been trying to get somebody to go to the rookie game.
Well, I literally had that conversation last night. So
I'm sorry. They're 3 points out from fourth.
Well, we'll see.
They'll still make it.
We've already been approved that we're going to be going to Wilkes and Hershey. We have the credentials already set up. So
the
playoffs.
Hershey's got 78 points.
Nice. Fucking
Hershey's got 78. Hey, Lehigh Valley could put a damper on Scranton today because Scranton's in second place with 72.
See what happens.
So, hey, Lehigh Valley, we're coming for you.
We are coming. You got any comments? Anything else? Anything left? Do you have any comments that came up on the phone?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Other than Heather said one of the blind mice should be Urson.
Okay. I'm Team Fedotov, so I was Urson. Colin keeps chirping me like, "Oh, what happened to Urson?" Like he screwed the pooch.
We have way too many goalies down in the farm system for that.
I'll be ready for Carter Bjarnason. This
Yep.
will be the next one.
Oh, did you see DeGraven had his 5th shutout?
Yep.
It's sick.
We also have E2. See what's going on with him. I think he's just AHL bound. That's fine.
Yeah.
With that being said, make sure everyone go to www.oldcitysports.com. Use promo code OldCity for 15% off site wide. We got a bunch of merch up there. The articles are flowing. I'm ripping out articles. I think it's ripped out like 10 articles this month. Killing it.
You're an overachiever.
Yeah, whatever. I literally put one out when I was absolutely shit faced last
That happens.
but it was actually absolutely good.
That happens.
And make sure when you go there, you look at our merch section. Like I said, articles. Look at our sponsors. We got awesome sponsors. We got awesome promo codes for the sponsors. Got a lot of shows that are about to air here. Line Change just had their newest episode. Go to Spotify. Check that out. Me and Leah are going to be doing the puck drop here coming soon. NHL show. Living room show is going to be a couple weeks from here. We got a lot of stuff going on here, so make sure you guys chime in and check in with Old City Sports Network. Go subscribe to our YouTube page, and then go to facebook.com/Old City Sports Network and add you and your friends. And we will see you guys next week. Maybe next week. I don't know what time I'll be back. If we're next week, I'll get someone to come in late. It'll be late.
Or you just bump it to Monday.
Whoa. I can't. Well, yeah, I could.
We'll figure it out.
But
look at Facebook. Check it out.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next week at some point, and we'll get it done.